This is Exleys on the NFL Unfiltered. UK style, let's get into it.
What's up, guys? Exleys on the NFL Unfiltered UK style NFL Ball Talk. We got a big show lined up this week, and don't forget to head over to the discount shop, the discountnflshop.com for all your NFL goodies. I just seen they got an updated website. It's looking actually really good. Have you checked out their new website?
No, I'm aware now, so I haven't done anything really.
They've actually got all their hats and stuff like that up there now. But if you do go over there, use Exleys 25 for 25% off. Let's move straight on to top stories. It's going to be a flaky one this week. I am bonkers with my surgery, trying to do this from a laptop in a boiling room, and you're on holiday. So if the internet drops out, it drops out. Just want to say a quick, hope everyone had a good 4th of July, because that was, that's ages ago now, but it wasn't that long ago, and I just thought it was worth a mention. Go on then, Steve.
Well, TJ Watt, if they don't get TJ Watt signed,
It's somewhere else, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's a big one for the Steelers to lose, because they're probably, if they don't re-sign him this year, they've probably got to look for a new quarterback as well next year. I can't see Roger playing that year. Even if he does, they still really need someone else.
Yeah, 100%.
So if they let him go, and everyone will probably be looking at him, trying to give him a sweet deal. And I mean, if he went to anyone like Lions, Eagles, Packers, Seahawks, Commanders, who have already got fairly good defenses, you imagine TJ Watt with some of them defenses. I mean, someone like Aiden Hutchinson and TJ Watt teaming up. That's just ridiculous. It shouldn't be possible.
It'd be a big loss for the Steelers to lose. And when you think about Rodgers only signed a year-long contract, they're going to need to pay another quarterback soon, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? But moving on, the Colts have named Daniel Jones as their starter. Why would you name Daniel Jones as your starter?
Well, I mean, I didn't see him being named a starter, but that obviously means Anthony Richardson isn't doing well. He was supposed to be a starter last season and kept getting put in and out. He wasn't doing great. That suggests he's doing quite bad if it's being named as a starter already.
Yes. It says you are to talk about this, but I actually want to talk about this. The Canadian Football League are looking at Shedeur Sanders. Now that, to me, was just a rumour, but I thought it was noteworthy enough to bang that in as a top story.
Yeah, I don't know if that would ever come off. I mean, they would have to put up some serious money to get someone like that.
Yeah, to get him to swing from the NFL over to the Canadian Football League. I mean, it's like going from the D League in the NBA, isn't it? Is it D League, Summer League type deal? And that's just what Bronny James done. He went from, he got drafted by the Lakers, went and played D League Lakers, and then got picked up again. It's good experience for them playing at a high level, I suppose.
It is, but I don't know if the Browns would still have his rights if he come back. I think he'd have to sign with a new team. It'd be like he's coming back through free agency, so I don't know if they want to risk that and lose out on him.
Mental. So Steelers, TJ Watt want a massive deal, doesn't he? We should have spoke about this just a second ago. He wants to be the NFL's highest paid non-QB, topping Jamar Chase's $40.25 million. Steelers want it spread over 5 years to manage the cap, but he's already holding out. Could get spicy leading up to the camp.
I mean,
he's worth the money, I think.
I can understand him wants to be paid and everything, but I can see it from Steelers. They just paid Rodgers for a 1-year contract, so they're going to have to pay somebody next year.
Yeah, exactly that.
Can you really afford to pay out that and then pay out for a decent QB next year?
No, definitely not.
Especially if you don't get the high draft position where you're going to be able to get someone like Arch Manning, who's going to come up. He's going to be one of the sought-after QBs if he comes through next year.
In a way, if I was the Steelers, I'd want to flop this year, like badly flop, so that you could be first pick.
Higher up.
Yeah, get the first pick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that would be, you'd have to bench TJ Watt basically for the whole season, because, I mean, the Giants are still playing. So you got to be out Giants, Panthers, anyone who was terrible last season that hasn't improved, to do that, and they're always getting sort of a 10-7 record, so that would be a hell of a drop for them. They'd have to bench all their good players.
Is it worth the risk? Yeah. Anyway, moving on. You got one there for the Bucks.
Yeah, Tristan Wirfs has just had arthroscopic surgery on his right knee. He's going to start on the PUP list. He's going to miss a few weeks. Don't know how many. Might be 1, might be 2. It depends how fast he heals.
It's still quite far away to the start of the season as well.
It is, but you got to think he's got to heal and then rehab. Especially for an O-lineman, your knee's pretty important.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking, yeah, he can heal fast, but man, this surgery for me is fucking killing. I thought I'd be doing all my normal shit. I'd only have a week off work, but no, 3 weeks, and there we go. I'm just going to bang through the trading block. I don't know why it's got us both down, because normally only one of us does it. But breaking news, Miami trades a 2026 round pick to the Giants for Darren Waller and a conditional 2027 7th rounder. Good value?
Yes and no. I mean, the Giants got good value back because he sat out last year and he actually retired.
Yeah, that's how you get out playing for a team, innit?
He could come back and have a good year. We don't know until we see him going.
As always, it is a slow-ass week in anything at the moment. Contracts, extension talks, and unfinished business. Seahawks have officially signed former Vikings CB Shaquille Griffin back to where he started, back on the Seahawks. What do you reckon?
I think that's going to be an interesting one to watch. He didn't. I found right near the end of the season, he didn't get a whole lot of playing time, and that's why he became a free agent.
No, I don't think he did.
So I think that'll be interesting to see how that develops, whether he gets on well with the Seahawks again.
Yeah. The Steelers' latest offer to TJ Watt would make him the highest paid QB, non-QB, but we've already talked about that as nothing has gone forward. Haven't seen anything else on that. Do you want to take this Bucks one?
Well, you forgot to mention they've also signed their GM, Omar Khan.
Yes, they have, mate. Because I am sweating like a pig in this room at the moment, and I'm just looking at my battery is slowly depleting on my laptop, and I just want to get it done. So our video is out for the week, because I hate leaving it when we haven't done one. But yes, the Steelers did sign their GM Omar Khan to a 3-year extension, locking up the front office again, which is always handy to know.
Yeah, I think it'll be an interesting one to watch, see how the season progresses.
The Bucks re-signed Todd Bowles and GM Jason Licht multi-year deals. Bowles has taken them to 3 straight NFC titles. I'd like to see, NFC South titles. Sorry. Let's hopefully see them banging some Super Bowl trophies quite soon. And moving on, the Browns released defensive end Okoronkwo. Yeah, mate. Some of these names, I can't fucking say them, and I feel like a twat. He got 23 tackles, 3 sacks last season. I mean, that's pretty productive for anyone.
I mean, it is for a couple of games, but I couldn't figure out whether they were solo tackles or joint tackles. I mean, if they're joint tackles for a whole season, that's bad.
Yeah, I don't know, but I couldn't personally find anything about that.
I don't know how much. No, I don't know how much he actually played last season. I couldn't find much about him.
No. Moving on swiftly to the rumor mill. Did you see this about Jamar Chase?
I saw something about it, yeah.
So Jamar Chase supposedly called Patrick Mahomes without Kelce's just another Kirk Cousins with a headband. I mean, is he? I mean, Pat Mahomes is pretty productive. Doesn't throw to Kelce all that much. I mean, they are a good duo together, but yeah, when they're clicking, when they're gelling, like that little flea flicker pass they done last season. But that's like saying he only passes to him and the Chiefs are shit without Travis Kelce. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how much.
I don't know. I think this season will be interesting to see because Kelce's on the last year of his contract.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling they're going to make a point of making sure he gets everybody involved to make sure that they're ready when he's gone.
Yeah.
Even with him, they haven't done well.
No, but they can't just sack him off now. I mean, they've got to give him another year to see how he performs, see how the season goes, see if he can get through the season with no head injuries. Yeah, something like that.
I've had 4 million packets, not good.
So, do you want to take this one about Kelce?
I mean, he says that 2025 is going to be could be his farewell tour. 35. As I said before, he's on his last year of his deal, so it could be the last year for one of the best tight ends that's been in the league. He holds so many records. It's insane. Hopefully, he gets a good season to end on a high. And like brother, go out on a high as opposed to going out low. But even if he retired today, you couldn't argue with his career of how productive he's been with however 13 years in Kansas.
Yeah, and I mean, at the age of 35, taking the hits that he does, same as any other tight end at that age, you've got to start thinking about fucking leaving.
Quite brutal, and they're big guys, so
yeah, exactly that. So moving on to our new segment, bold predictions, because we've seen this go around, everyone doing their way early predictions. So I thought, well, I think we both thought this is a good idea, but we've done it differently. We've done 3 picks. We got league MVP, surprise playoff team, and last year's disappointment.
So mine's a controversial one, I know that.
Yes, it is. But I agree with your last year's disappointment. So Jaden Daniels, league MVP, which if he performs as well as he played last year, I think that could be a 100% guarantee for him.
Yeah, I mean, if he improves from last year, he's going to be in the running for it.
If he improved from what he was doing last year, I'm going to say they're going to be a fucking Super Bowl team. They might not win, but geez, they got so far last season. So my surprise playoff team that I think could make the playoff this year is the Panthers, just because I like an underdog. I like Bryce Young. Same. I think they could do it, but time will tell. It's way too early to say otherwise. But my last year's disappointment was the Niners, because you look at the year before. Yeah, the year before they played outstanding. They made it all the way to the Super Bowl. They got smashed by the Chiefs, and then coming into the season last year, where were they? They were a totally different team. Totally different team. So that was a disappointment for me. I was hoping that they would make it to at least the playoffs, if not get to the Super Bowl. But hey, it is what it is. Let's see your bold prediction, Steve.
I think it's about time Joe Burrow got league MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, he held so many stats for the end of last season, and his team were such a disappointment.
Yeah, he played.
He didn't even make the playoffs, but he had over 4,000 yards and all good records.
He had 4,000 yards and still had an injury. I can't remember how many games he missed or anything.
That's what I mean. So to be able to do that, even while you've got essentially a crack playing team, should at least put you in the running for MVP, but he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mental, isn't it?
If he's got a good team this year, hopefully he can play better.
Yeah.
Gets in for the MVP.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that.
My surprise playoff team, though, the Bears.
Fuck you.
Well, they loaded up this offseason on linemen. If they can get Caleb Williams protected, give him some time to actually get thrown and stuff, they got a chance to make it to the playoffs. I don't know whether they'll get far. I don't know if they'll be, but I would like to see them make it. But
could be the Bears, yeah.
Yeah, my team for last year's disappointment. A lot of people didn't disagree, but the Lions.
I see both sides of that.
Not the whole season, but they were ahead of everybody. They had the 1 seed, they had the bye week. First game in the playoffs, they got destroyed by the Commanders.
Yeah,
it wasn't a close game. They just got wiped.
They got bent over, really, didn't they?
Yeah, they just got nuts to basically. It wasn't good for them. They just got destroyed, which, considering they,
16-1, I think.
They shouldn't have been destroyed like they were.
No, definitely not.
They were supposed to be the favourites to go to the Super Bowl and just got destroyed. They should have. Their season was good, but their playoff run wasn't even a run.
They were just nowhere. No, but the Commanders were playing on all cylinders. You have to give them that.
Yeah. The Eagles picked them apart. They had some good plays, though. I will give them that. Do you see the Jaden Daniels run in the championship game?
Yeah. I'm actually watching season 2 of quarterback, and it's obviously Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, and brain fog. Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, and I can't remember the other team we're following. Anyway, it's actually seeing how the Lions ran last year, like refreshing my memory on that, and how close. That's it, Joe Burrow. Yeah, fucking mate.
They got so so good last season. They were throwing linemen in for the fun of it.
Yeah, exactly that. But it is what it is.
I don't know what happened. You know, it could have been anything. There could have been injury plays. I didn't really see by the end of it.
They did get a fair few injuries towards the end of the season. I think it's because they played that aggressive play style.
Yeah, it happens when you play that. You get teams to get injured and players to get injured.
Mm-hmm. But that is it from me. How about you?
Yeah, I'm done, man.
You're done? Cool. Thank you for tuning in to Exleys on the NFL. Follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast and TikTok, Tony Exley 12. And I'll put all the other social media stuff on the screen and everywhere else. But that's it from us, and we will see you next week. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to Exleys on the NFL. Follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast and TikTok at Tony Exley 12. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.